Music playing,
All right,
yeah.
you ready? I'm hitting it now.
Good morning and welcome to Concordia Prep School here in Towson, Maryland. My name is Orrin Stewart and I'm joined by Mr. John Miller. Good morning, John. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Orrin. I'm good. How about yourself, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So excited to be here at the school, bringing to you live stream, a behind-the-scenes, bird's-eye view of the boys' varsity basketball practice as they are preparing for the new season, the 2021 season. I'll tell you something, following COVID-19 last year and the interesting year that we all have had, the guys look excited to be here.
I agree. Yeah, they do look. They look like they're having fun. I think they want to go play.
They really do. I'll tell you something. So I want to have an opportunity to share with you with a few announcements and thank yous to the school, to our headmaster, Mr. Brent Johnson, Director of Admissions, Mr. Stephen Berger, Athletic Director, Mrs. Frederica Newman, Assistant AD, Mr. Joseph Battaglia. I said that right, Joseph?
I think you got his
yeah, I
Joseph
got it right
Battaglia.
that time. Yes, indeed.
I've never met the man personally. I
Yes,
like the
indeed.
last name.
I always like to get names
right.
right.
Absolutely.
Especially with my name. I'll tell you something.
All right.
People tear it up. Varsity head coach, Mr. Brian Howard. Assistant coach, Mr. Bill Toole. JV coach, Mr. Barrington Carrington, better known as Coach Barry. Yes, indeed. Athletic trainer, Kira Heath. And you, the parents, for encouraging your sons to participate in sports. The Concordia Prep Athletic Department helps to develop a well-rounded person spiritually, mentally, and physically. Sponsorship opportunities. John, tell us a little bit about the opportunities that the families can have.
I'm glad to. So we all know that it takes a village, and we all could benefit from support. One of the ways to do that through Concordia Prep is to go to the website. So I'm going to show the website here.
Please do.
It's pretty easy to find. So you'll go to www.concordiaprepschool.org. That's a .org.
Okay.
If you go there, you then go to the Parents tab. Just kind of hover over where it says Parents, and you'll work your way down to where it says Support Us. And you'll see online giving, Orrin. Do you see that online giving?
I sure do.
So you can click on that online giving, Orrin, and it'll take you to a page that allows you to support the school, help support the school through online giving.
Okay.
Pretty self-explanatory. There's opportunities to pick a predetermined donation amount, or you can choose other and put your own amount.
Okay.
Go a little lower. You'll get down to decide whether this is a reoccurring gift. I think one of the things the school would love if someone donated, $5, $10, $20 a month every month. It could become part of the budget. But I'm sure they would take it if it's a one-time gift. Or
they sure would.
Take whatever you want to send us.
Please.
The cool thing is you can choose where to designate that amount. You'll see that by default it is the annual fund. The school will use it appropriately.
Okay.
You could then choose something else, Renew and Rejoice campaign, adopt a student, or other. And if you choose other, I think one of the interesting things you could do is say you would like to support the sports live stream.
Yes, indeed.
So you can put that information in there. You can put something simple, sports live stream. Did I spell that right? I think I did.
I believe you did.
Good. Go down a little further. You see you can make this a tribute gift. Now, a tribute gift would be a gift that's made in honor, memory, or support of someone. And if you clicked on that, it would give you an opportunity to say whether it was that thing and who you're honoring or supporting.
Okay.
Finally, a little lower is the billing address, and everyone knows how to put in their billing information and credit card information. Finally, you get all the way to the bottom, and you hit the donate button.
Hit donate.
Hit donate right
yes,
there.
Indeed.
We
would
thank you in
it.
advance, yes.
Yes, indeed. We thank you in advance. John, thank you so much for breaking that down, because I tell you something. It is important for people to know that every little bit helps, and it counts. So I want to also take an opportunity to share with our listeners and our viewers who the team is. I'll tell you something. We have some new guys, and we also have some young men that have come back. So I'm going to try my best to do a rundown. I'll tell you, right in front of me, we have Mr. Christian, we have Khalil, we have Joshua, Orrin, Andre, Gabe, Bryce, and Mr. D. Jones, the far corner. Underneath, behind the basket, we have Jordan, Randy yeah. And Henry Brown. Henry. Yes, indeed. And we also have one on injured reserve. He, seemed to have hurt himself yesterday, but he's still here. We have Keith. He's a new student here, so we're looking forward to him. And
yeah, I was able to talk to Keith earlier. He does not think it's season ending. He thinks he's going to get through this.
Yes, indeed. We pray he will be well, and he is resting up as he is taking the opportunity today to look at what it is that he needs to make sure that he can do and jump back in when the time is right. So we're going to, be
just
here
gonna watch
today.
a
We're
little
going to
bit.
watch a little bit today. I'm a little rusty in my commentating, so bear with me.
So
as
we're only
you
going to
all-
go for a few minutes this morning, though,
Sounds
just to
good.
give people a taste, a flavor of what could be.
It's exciting. I'll tell you something. I'm glad to even be back in the building.
They are doing a lot of work on this building.
They really are. I tell you something. Concordia is a great
athletic
school.
boosters.
They
have
really are.
come together. I think they did something with the locker room.
They sure have.
There's a lot of work going on.
A lot of work
They
going
are
on
not
here.
sitting still during
Not at
during
all.
the COVID-19 quarantine.
They took full advantage of it, matter of fact, let's highlight this. One thing that you all can see is that the boys have on their mask, so they are, doing the right thing.
Yep,
and I'll
staying
tell you
safe.
something, staying safe. Right now, it's about being safe and also respecting one another by, practicing safety.
Yes.
Safety
yes, yes.
first.
I think Kira was taking temperatures.
She was. She came
Everybody
in.
was washing their hands. They do hand washing on breaks.
They sure do.
They are, and we're up here by ourselves. I feel like we're in a bubble.
We're in a bubble. Yes, indeed. We're in the skybox.
We're not even 15 feet from the nearest person.
Not at all. Not at all. And I'll tell you something. It's amazing to have an athletic trainer, here, and she's really, really good at making sure that the boys. And I'll tell you something. She's here for every particular sport that the school has, from my understanding. So that's awesome. Coach Howard this is his second year, and Coach Toole, as well as Coach Berry. So glad to see them back, and I know that they're excited. They look to be excited, and they're working these guys out. I'll tell you something, John. I heard earlier in the practices this year that some of the guys were, shucks, man, they got a little sick. They were a little winded.
Oh yeah,
they were out of shape.
He was Coach Howard pushes the
He was
endurance,
pushing
pushes the nice back cut.
It was. Oh, come on.
But he missed the
Who's this?
bucket.
Oren missed the
Yeah.
bucket. We got to
Yeah.
make these layups, guys. Yes, indeed. But it's all right. I tell you something. To see them moving and to see them communicating. One thing I love about sports is it's such a key to life. You can learn so much about how to work together.
Absolutely.
I tell you, teamwork makes the dream work, and sports help out, but where, we have some students that do not play sports, there are so many other things that students can get involved in.
Yes,
Here, Concordia provides drama and you can
Oh,
plays.
do you know they're scheduling a play?
They are.
That-
Do you know what
I
it
know
is?
which one it is.
What it is.
And actually, they just had auditions.
Auditions?
They just had callbacks.
Okay.
And I think we find out Monday what the cast is. And
Sounds good.
I know the musical.
I bet you do.
And I actually went out and bought my daughter because she tried out
she's
for
tried
a
out?
part.
Okay.
The vinyl album
Oh, wow.
of the soundtrack.
Oh, my goodness.
This one is a classic.
Tell me about it. What's the
Sound
name?
of Music.
Sound of, oh, come on, man. I'll tell you
It's
something.
like 60 years old.
It really is. But it's a classic.
It is.
It is a classic, and I'll tell you something. So if you get an opportunity, families, please come out. Actually, you won't be able to support as far as
They
physically.
will.
Will
They do. I think they
Thank you
sell-
for correcting me.
I think they're doing a virtual performance. I think
Virtually.
I
Got
think
you.
it's going to be online, and I
Oh,
think
that's
there's
great.
going to be opportunities to donate.
That'll be, come
You-
on, here
you-
we go back with the donations
we can
again.
go back. So COVID has made everything a little more complicated, a little more expensive.
Yes.
And Concordia Prep is just stepping up and doing it.
I'll tell you something. Flexibility is everything. If COVID showed us nothing else, that we have to be able to bend.
Oh, absolutely.
That in life, everything does not, play out the way that we expected. I'll tell you something. What's the old saying? You want to make God laugh, tell him your plan, and he will let you know his.
Right.
So that's the thing about right now that, we all have had to become flexible. And, to tell you something, we're actually being able to see the kids, be flexible in moving. Where I tell you, they've probably been sitting a lot more than being able to be out and about running.
Absolutely.
You had something for me, John?
No, I was just saying it's interesting how sports, the analogy made between sports and life,
Yeah.
how in sports you have to adjust and adapt and,
Yes, indeed.
and overcome obstacles.
You really do.
Life is the same way.
Life is the same way. I tell you something. Look, we've learned a lot as parents. So, we all are growing this year.
We are.
Yes, indeed. So we're just going to, bring to the people a few minutes of this particular practice. We're not going to spend too much time, speaking, because we want you all to be able to just watch and see what's going on and get excited about, your sons or either, some young men that are in the classes with some of your children. We see one young man having to do some push-ups, so either he did not do a play correctly and, it was something he had to do for the coach. But I love that the coaches are very communicative with the boys and pushing them. Sometimes pushing you to be better is important, especially Okay, I'm trying to see what's going on, so bear with me. What happened here now? All right, there we go. I
Actually,
love it.
I thought you were going to go back to your classic saying, Orange.
Well, get comfortable.
Iron
Sharpens iron. It really does, man. I'll tell you something. I zoned out for a minute because I wanted to make sure that looks like Andre had fallen. But as you see, one of the other teammates came and helped him up.
That's what's
and
about.
that's what it's about. Yeah, yeah.
Supporting each other.
Supporting each other. So, John, yes, you did. You called me with that one. Iron sharpens iron. I say this all the time. You know, it's in the word. So, you know, it's important to know that in life we have to be willing to be sharpened in order to become better at who it is that we are and who it is that we are working towards becoming. So the boys are about to run. You know, back in the day, we called this suicides.
I think this would be a good opportunity for us to say thank you for the people that were watching.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for you all tuning in. We hope you all have enjoyed. And I'll tell you something. As we mentioned earlier, your donations, your sponsorship allows us to be able to bring live streaming to you continuously. Thank you to the pastor, Pastor Kauser. You know, he actually is new to the school. Thank you to he and his family. He brought to you live stream the football games that were here earlier on. Sorry that they had to have an abbreviated season or a season that was cut short, I'll say. But either way, basketball may be the same way, but at least the boys were able to do something.
You plan for and hope for the best.
There you go. That's how you do it. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So.
All right, sir. Thanks
all right,
again.
Man. This has been great.
It's good talking to you. Everybody out there in YouTube world, have a good day.
Have a good day.